Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with layers by Strosahl. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That means in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have crop key dots in the grid. The white dots, digits separated by a white dot, have to be consecutive. So if this was a 2, this would be a 1 or a 3 in order for these to be consecutive. And digits separated by a black dot have a 1 to 2 ratio. That means 1 is exactly double the other. So if this was a 2, this could be 1, because 2 is exactly double 1. Or this could be a 4, because 4 is exactly double 2. So with a 2 here, 1 and 4 are the only options next to it. Not all the dots are necessarily given. So if there was a 2, 3 here, those are consecutive. There could have been a black dot. There isn't, and that's fine. You can still put 2, 3 here. 2, 4, there could have been a black dot. There wasn't. That's also fine. All right, in addition to that, we have German whisper lines in the grid, these green lines. Digits, adjacent digits on a German whisper line have to have a difference of at least 3. So if this was, say, a 2, then this could be a 5, because these two have a difference of 5, or 6, because these two have a difference of 4. You just take the bigger minus the smaller. Order doesn't matter. Bigger minus smaller has to be at least 3. So if this was a 4, 4 minus 2 is only 2. That does not work, because that's not at least 3. That's true of every adjacent digit along the line. These two, these two, these two, these two, these two, etc. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Right, there are two properties of German whisper lines that I always like to make sure we're on the same page. If you haven't encountered them before, these are two very important properties to learn. The first is that they always alternate low, high, low, high. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to start low. It's just if you have a digit that's a 1, 2, or 3, we call that low. If you have a digit that's a 4, 5, or 6, we call that high. Next to a low digit, you can only put a high digit. Because if we try to put another low digit next to a low digit, that difference is at most 2, which breaks our rule. We need to be at least 3. And so we have to go to 4, 5, 6. Once we're in 4, 5, 6, we can't do another 4, 5, 6, because that difference is at most 2, 6, and 4. And so we have to go back down to a low. And so we know that they always alternate. Low, high, low, high. Now, if this was a high, we'd go high, low, high, low. So it doesn't tell us we have to start low, just that we alternate. The other thing is the 3 and the 4 are special because the 3 has only one buddy and the 4 has only one buddy. Normally, like a 2, I could have a 5 and a 6 around it because they both work next to a 2. A 1, I could even do 4, 5s, and 6s. But the 3, the only digit that's at least 3 away from 3 is the 6. Because we can't go down to 0, right? And 7 doesn't exist. And so we'd have to put a 6 here, but we'd also have to put a 6 here. So actually we can't put a 3 here. Because it would be surrounded by 6s, and these 6s can't repeat. 4 is the same, only 1 can be next to it. And so we have to be careful about where we put 3s and 4s. And that takes us to this line here, which is we can't put a 3 or a 4 on any of these cells. And so they have to be on the outside. Now, you know that 3 and 4 have only one buddy, the 1 and the 6. So the 1, 6 have to go here, and that leaves the 2, 5 here. So if you ever have a German whisper line in a 6x6 that covers an entire row, entire column, or an entire box, you know that it's going to end up with this exact result. Now, we actually know how this resolves because this black dot here. You cannot put a 5 on a black dot. You can't double it to 10, and you can't have it to 2.5. It just doesn't belong on a black dot. So this ends up being 2. Which makes this 5, which makes this 1, which makes this 4, and the 2 makes this 6 and 3. So this just resolves immediately. This can't be a 4 because the 4 in the box, so this is a 6. Now, this is a 2, 3 pair just by Sudoku, and this is 1, 4, 5. So the only low digit of 1, 4, 5 is the 1. So this has to be a 1 next to the 6. And both 4 and 5 work next to a 1. Both 2 and 3 work next to a 6. All right. Next to this 2, we could put a 1 or a 4, but 1 is gone, so we got to put the 4. That has to be next to a 1. And now this is high. It's not a 4, so it's 5 or 6. And then now this is back to low. It's not a 1, so it's 2 or 3. Giving us a 2, 3 pair. This is 1, 5, 6. This can't be 1. This is 5, 6 only. And this is 1, 5, 6. All right, this is solving very cleanly. Next to a 4 or a 5, we're limited to 3, 4, 5, or 6. It could be 3, so it doesn't prove it's high. Maybe there's more Sudoku we can do. So here we are left with, by Sudoku, 3, 5, 6. Now this can't be a 3 for reasons we talked about. This would be double 6. So this is high, making this low. So the only low actually is a 3 that can go next to 4, 5, making this 4, then this 5. 3 has to be next to 6. That's 5. And then this has to be low. It's not 1 or 3, so it has to be 2. All right, that's a 3. This column needs a 3 and a 4, so that's 4 and that's 3. Okay, what's the next step? Is there something obvious to do, or am I just maybe Sudoku? I'm going to think about these 3 digits. How about 1, 2, 4? This can't be a 2. 1, 4. This can't be a 4, 1, 2. 2's down here. Yeah. This is not of once. This is 4, 5 only. It's got to just be Sudoku. I don't think there's any other clues I haven't filled. All right. What about these 4 digits? We need a 1, 2, 5, 6. So we know the 6 is over here. The 5 is over here. The 1 is up here. So this is 2, 5. This is 2, 6. None of these are 3. Okay, so the 3 in the row goes here, making that a 6. That's 2. That's 3. That's a 5. Placing the 5 and the 6 is placed. The 1 and the 2 are placed. Okay. That's 2. We get 1, 6, 4, 1. That's 5. Here we need a 4. Here we need a 2. And we're done. Finish in 444. All right. Cool. Nice puzzle, Strosahl. I like the flow of that one. I just had to do a bit more Sudoku. The hidden 3 in this row was actually surprising. Maybe I had some other way to have noticed that, but I didn't. Anyway, that's it for this puzzle. How'd you do? And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.